I mean, listen, we've spoken to some of you guys in passing about the but was going to go down. This is only the beginning. Any of you guys got concerns at all?
Me.
Yeah, go ahead. Feel free to speak, brother.
I think by nature, although there are going to be no more subcrews, I think by nature the subcrews are going to tend to stick together. Is that necessarily a bad thing, or what? Like I told my people as of now, like if you want to go do a cash exchange and you had it planned, go do it. If you can fit more people, go do it. But just by nature, I think
but they ain't your people, right? They're our people. They're everybody people now.
Yeah. I'm just speaking as of yesterday or whatever.
Yeah, but see, even like terminology will help us move. Actually adapt, right?
Okay, yeah, I agree.
All right, so I got one. We bought another house together as a group. You want me to just kick everybody out and take the keys? What y'all want to do?
Define we? Who's we?
My entire subgroup that I had of the past.
I mean, listen, I don't think it's bad that you got friends and people you prefer to be around over, other people you prefer, right? But it's just reality is, we are one crew. So, if CJ goes up, it ain't only on Martin, right? If Teddy was around to prevent that from happening, he getting shafted too, right? Now, if Vito's, people that were in his subcrew are working great, it's not only on Vito, it's on everybody. We operate as one now.
Yeah, the idea is that everybody works with everybody. We just kind of consolidate in that sense as well, right? It's important that we want the what was of the 404 to work with the night crew and some of them to work with the morning crew. Just mix it all up, You got a job, maybe see if you can get some members that you don't usually roll with. In that kind of sense, you know what I mean?
We gotta tear down the walls that we have built, right?
Exactly.
We just gotta be honest. This experiment failed. Like I give a whole speech over this shit. A lot of motherfuckers died. A lot of motherfuckers got exposed, which was great. But it also showed that what was our biggest concern when we started this, right? And what we emphasized was making sure that everybody knows, yeah, we're subcrews, but we're still one main crew. I mean, obviously we failed at the ideology of that. So now we really are going to be one main crew, and everyone's going to fall in line with that. And if motherfuckers ain't, this is on the beginning. I mean, I think we showed everybody, well, I some motherfuckers don't give a who you are. I think everybody in this crew sees that, right?
Yeah.
And we still got Santana who's going to get whacked. We got Oleg who's going to get whacked. And potentially Loco who's going to get whacked. So motherfuckers still getting whacked. And then obviously we said, the associates, it's up to you guys. If you feel like an associate is too deep in, and he's got to get whacked, that's on your own accord. We just don't feel like the associates need to be whacked. If they were, you can still work with your associates. They're making you money, helping you out, whatever. But it's just removing the thought of them ever being bought in. Now, there are a couple of associates who have been exceptional, who we might recommend, we might buy in eventually. But right now, like the goal here is really just to have a crew small enough where we don't have to kick motherfuckers out of the app in the stables anymore. That is the goal that we're trying to get to.
Got a question?
Yeah.
What about my clean people? They still good to come and go?
Yeah, I mean, we don't really give a shit, right? If they're clean and they're working for you in the shadows, I mean, that's probably even better for us. If we don't know, we don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But it also means, everyone's going to get more dirty. Like, even the Dons, we're going to get back involved in jobs. I'm sure you guys have seen. We're trying to do these fentanyl runs, these cargo ships. We're going to get back at the fucking robbing a couple of banks, get money flowing. It's on everybody now to get money flowing.
That's another question I had. So since the structure has changed, how do people turn in money? Like if somebody asked me,
we're figuring that out as we go.
Okay.
I think the best thing right now is to keep it the same for the next couple of days until we figure out a better system.
Yeah, that's what I was going to go under the assumption of. Just until told otherwise, we're just going to operate as we were. Because it's working.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But the idea is, hopefully the smaller we get, the slower the money becomes, and the more money we might make less money, but there's more money to spread around. Before we're making a fuck ton of money, but it was very little money to spread around, to be honest. Like very little. And everyone's got to play a part, and pick up the slack. Motherfuckers been slacking, and they got to pick it up. Demotions for enforcers. All right. Larry, Fat Joe, and I'm missing one.
Was there another one?
Well, you're missing two. Larry's not my enforcer. Remember
mean?
we had it changed. We had it changed.
Oh, not on an official capacity, I suppose, in that regard, right? Did you have that conversation with him separately?
What?
With Bubbles?
I can't remember. Did you demote him?
No, you. I think you demoted him.
No, we made Bubbles temporary captain, right?
Yeah, and then you said, "Fuck that shit," and fuck Larry as the enforcer. Get a new enforcer, and then we pick Bubbles.
Oh well, I kind of forgot that happened, brother. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's
Bubbles
all good. It
demoted
was
though.
good.
Bubbles demoted. Yeah, everyone's demoted but Queenie and Ilya. To start.
Oh, what about
So
same
Leon.
same with Leon? Because Leon wasn't.
Well, Leon never got promoted, right? So I think it's best we just don't promote him right now. Okay, listen, we gotta understand. Okay, these roles need to be filled, and what I said earlier is also what I meant. You guys as captains have filled your roles tremendously. Now, a lot of you guys lacked in a lot of areas, but most of that area was just not being consistent. But when you guys are consistent, every single one of you is on top of your shit, and nobody even comes close to operating the way you guys do. I sincerely mean that. With enforcers, you know, shit got out of hand with a couple, and a couple just didn't really grow into that role. You know, Fat Joe, unless I'm wrong, from what I've assessed and spoken to, never really, you know, filled that role. Larry, I'm not going to insult Larry as much as I should insult him, but we're just going to leave it at that. Bubbles could be a good enforcer, but he proved to be a horrendous captain, to be fair.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, a new position is opening up. The fucking underboss. Right now, we haven't picked anybody yet. But just the way we pick captains, we're kind of looking to see who fits that role. Now, obviously, that role is going to come from a captain only. It ain't going to come from, you know, we're not going to promote a regular bottom member. So it's kind of open season on that right now. And then with the underboss position, there'll also be another promotion that will come from the enforcers. That would be, you know, essentially one step up. But we don't really have a rank for it yet. But he'll be the enforcer of the underboss. All right.
Wait, I don't follow. So an enforcer is going to be an enforcer of the underboss?
Yeah, we don't have a title for him yet, but he'll essentially help manage the fucking enforcers, make sure they're on top of their shit. While the underboss manages the fucking cabinets, make sure they're on top of their shit.
But the other
He's gonna
captain's got
enforce
to
the
answer to this enforcer.
Wait,
No.
No.
Underboss.
The enforcer of enforcers is one step under the captains, the remaining
Yeah.
captains.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So
But he or she will be enforcing, you know, the enforcers, keeping them in check, right?
Yeah.
If they fuck up, that's on them. That's on the whatever fucking we call it.
you look at a title for it again, but you got to understand, as one crew now, right? It's like you guys aren't going to really manage the enforcers anymore because you're not sub crews, right? You're managing the overall one crew. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
All right. There might be some kinks here and there, but naturally, like the kinks with the sub crew shit, we'll figure it out as we go along. All right. And now we also had a specialist role. That's a very rare role we have within the crew. And we might move a couple motherfuckers into that role as well. Or it's essentially, you know, their only goal is kind of to work what they're specialized to work in, and we don't really expect much of them other than that.
Can I get a rundown of current specialists?
It's literally only
Just,
Octo and
You know. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Got it.
Octo, obviously the fucking best driver the world's ever seen, and then you know the fucking best hacker. You know, well, sorry, Martin, the best hacker
Well,
the world's ever
no.
seen.
Oh, well, sure.
Yeah.
I would contest that as well. Not myself personally, but Bo's an incredible hacker.
But
Another
what
question.
What the fuck?
But it's like
Another
it's like
question.
we
We're talking
move,
like all time.
it's like we move like Sophia, for example, to the specialist role. She's kind of the clean face, wants to handle the businesses, all that kind of shit. So, but we'll see as we kind of move along. Just structure things out more.
Okay.
I got a question.
Yeah.
How much money you want these weak ass motherfuckers to bring in?
I mean, we're not sure yet, right? I think we kind of figure that out as we go along as well, and just see what the individual numbers are. Because before we kind of only ever saw it as a crew, right? I mean, you guys saw more of the individual numbers than we did, and it was the sub crews were bringing roughly around $1 million a month. But I don't think, since we're becoming smaller, we don't want the number to be as big. We want a healthy relationship with fucking work, right? So we kind of figure that out as we go along.
There's become a lot of value in other shit as well, like these cards. People getting their hands on fucking oxy painkillers. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
There's
Yeah.
a lot more than cash right now as well.
We just need to be structured, all right? And we need to fucking have Cyprus be a fucking image that is respected. And that's why we were asking a bunch of people who feel just don't fit that image and aren't really capable when shit hits the fan. All right? Now, if you feel strongly about an enforcer that you feel should be an enforcer, I mean, we'll hear you guys out on that as well. If you got anything to say about that.
You want to start with that right away, or you got a
Yeah, I
question?
mean, by all means, go ahead.
Definitely Leon. I mean, he's gonna be gone for the next, I'd say roughly like 18 to 20 days on a little vacation, but he's solid as fuck. He's been holding it down for me for a while. He gets a lot of shit done behind the scenes and gets a lot of shit going, a lot of jobs started for us.
All right. We'll take that into consideration. What about you, Mark? Do you want to speak on behalf of Bubbles, or how you feel about that?
I haven't really had him as enforcer to speak good or bad on him at all. So I can't really say anything. I just know that he's around, he's active, and he likes to keep people in their position. Is there someone I can recommend for a new enforcer?
Yeah, I mean,
So,
recommend
like-
anybody new, or whoever the fuck. If you want to speak on behalf of somebody, it would be now be the time. Now, mind you, we'll take into consideration. It'll mean nothing, right?
Well, okay, so I can't speak good or bad on Bubbles, and with Larry, he was just inactive as fuck. So I kind of want to just change it up, to be honest, and just try something fresh. And I kind of want to see CJ as an enforcer.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, she's very passionate about the things she does. Granted, she hasn't been around in Los Santos for years and years, so like there's things that like she's like clueless about, but it's kind of a good thing. It's like a breath of fresh air. So
Yeah, I mean,
I'd
it's
like
the
to
same.
see
It's the
it.
same
I like
reason
that.
we picked soccer essentially. So I get the thought behind it.
Yeah, I'd like to see that for sure. Nothing against the other two. Like, don't get me wrong, I'd be happy with either of the other two, but
Thanks, sir.
I think it'd be nice fresh air.
Yeah, I mean, that's the goal here, right? We're trying to shake things up, make things feel a little bit fresh. I mean, other than that, I think we're pretty much good. Unless there's anything else you guys want to talk about.
I want to talk about something.
I have a few things as well.
Yeah. A lot of times when I run into these cats from these, we all one right now. But before, I run into a lot of these cats, and they don't be fucking ready. They don't be having any oxy. They don't be fucking having no lock picks, asking for fucking mags. I promise you, the first one of these motherfuckers that asks me for a fucking thing and we're trying to do something, I'm gonna blow their fucking brains out. I ain't got time for that shit. So, you tell all your people to stay ready, stay strapped, and do shit the right way. That's why I don't call a lot of the motherfuckers. All right?
Yeah, I mean, that is our biggest one of the biggest reasons we're doing this. I mean, you're not wrong. The way we are just unbelievably unprepared for anything is fucking insane. So that's why the thought process is, all right, we consolidate, we pick the best of the best, things become more manageable because we're a small number, and hopefully we actually, sit on gun, not lose 30 guns in one fight, not need 6,000 oxy because we have 300 people. You get what I'm saying? As small, it's more organized, it's easier to manage.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm gonna be honest, and I don't mean to like sound like I'm overstepping here. It just seems as if the idea is consolidating, it would have to be a pretty large amount of consolidation for it to work. Because like if we get rid of 10 people, we still have like 35 or whatever. That's still a lot of people.
Well, 35 is actually the number we're trying to stay at. Yeah.
I mean, I believe you guys can do it, but it'll come with some time, I think. But I'm here for it,
I mean, before we were like at 73 people or some shit, so.
Yeah.
We're pretty big.
Now, if we need to get smaller, we get smaller, But I think we targeted 35. We're going to go from there. Now, obviously, from that 35, I would say maybe about 15 is actually going to be doing dirty work, Because you got the Sophias, the Leahs, Gigi and shit like that, who don't really get involved in that kind of shit. So it's not really 35 if you think about it.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Teddy's right though, and he's right on the money. We need to make sure that everybody's has access at least to equipment. The red trailer up north, you guys should have full access to that. If you don't, you got to talk to Arush. Get yourself on the panel. Vito, Start stocking that shit up with tourniquets. You know, whatever your people, you know, whatever our guys are getting their hands on, we got to start stocking that place up. And everybody's got to be ready to go at any moment. You call somebody up for a fucking one of these cargo ships and they're not ready, that's going to be a problem.
Sounds good. I'll start working on that today then. I'll stock it up with as much, because I have much of the shit at the new house up in Fudge Lane. I'll move it over up there to the red trailer, no problem.
Yeah, move it up there. Captains, you guys have full access. You should have full access to that. And that way people have no excuse either to not have shit, you know?
Anything else?
Understood. Yeah, so I got a couple of things. So about enforcers, there was at one point Sakura was considering demoting Joe, and there was another person that came up to replace him. And I do want to mention him. I think he fits the role of the enforcer quite well. His name is Matteo Salerno. So if we are bringing up names, I would give him all the praise. He's done a very good job all across the board on many things, but I would also really think
I'm loving these random ass fucking picks, dude.
Regarding associates that are in too deep and that we want to axe, do we have to run any of that by you at all? Do you guys want to be a part of anything like that, or should we just act on it?
Who are you thinking of axing?
I would say just act on it, yeah.
Okay. You want names, Luch?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can let us know as well. But I mean, listen, if you see an associate around, he's got to get axed. You know, by all means, do what you got to do.
Okay. Alfredo Bonucci's got to go. He's a dead man. He also just called me.
Wait,
so
who?
he's around now.
No.
You can't
Alfredo
ask
Bonucci. Why not?
Bro,
Just don't.
we should have let that
Don't
happen. That
ask
would have been crazy, RP. Oh
He's
my
got his
God.
use. Don't ask him.
Fucking hell. Maybe you should run the names by.
Yeah, maybe you should run the names by us.
At least run them by Luciano.
Alfredo's our fucking deep undercover clean guy. All right.
Alfredo Bonucci?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are the fucking marshals of our ass. Cops signing raid warrants like it's fucking candy. So we got to make a big move, and Alfredo's. He's loyal enough to Luciano where we can trust him, but he's so removed from everything that it just made him the perfect pick.
That being said, don't involve him in anything drug related at all. Anything that could potentially get him raided, he is not to touch at all.
Man, I wish we didn't ask. Fuck.
Okay, well, this is a very good case in point. You guys realize that if I had not brought that name up just now, this very moment, I was going to drive out of here, meet up with Alfredo Bonucci,
Man,
shoot
that
him
would
in the
have been
fucking
so
head,
good.
and then dump him in the waters right
man.
behind you. So maybe we should run these names by you.
Yeah, maybe
Right.
we should.
That's why we're having this meeting.
Okay. Does anybody have anything to do with Lucia? I can't imagine. Silvio? Can't imagine, right? Luca? Maybe.
No.
No. I did hear something about Luca potentially stealing some things. Can you tell us more about that?
Still,
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't had an opportunity to talk to him about it, but apparently some things were missing from the Shine House, and people are thinking it's Luca. We have to talk to the guy, so haven't gotten to the bottom of it quite yet.
That would have been God tier RP.
Bring
I'm
him up by his
sad.
nutsack.
If at all. If he's taken just... Okay, maybe not just anything, but if he has stolen, you take him out. We can't be having that shit here.
All right. I'll have to wait for the Sakura to be around for that, but understood.
I have an associate that there was a disgruntled about, but it was kind of on me and what I said about him, not necessarily anything he's done. And he's been performing pretty
Hank?
well, and yeah. Can I keep him around?
Oh, like I said, you don't have to kill your associates. It's your own decision. And you don't have to.
Yeah.
You don't
Oh, I
have to ask
figured,
them
but
from. Listen. You put it in his mind, he's never getting bought in. But if you still want to hang out with the guy and give him work, there's no problem with that.
Well, no, I made the distinction clear after we had that conversation. Like I separate him from meetings if we were talking about anything important and stuff.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Like we
Okay.
said, if you feel like you got to kill the guy or the girl, whatever. If you feel like they're too deep in and you got to send the right message, get rid of them. But it's up to you to make the decision, not us.
Listen, there's probably a long list of fucking associates you guys have. I'd say just Fredo, keep him out of, keep him clear. Everything else, that's entirely up on you, up to you. All right, do what you got to do.
This motherfucker
Okay.
lives to see another day. I can't believe it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Understood.
All right, we all good?
Right.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Listen. Another major shift in Cyprus. Let's see where it goes. All right, we'll do it together this time.
Yes, sir.
Get out of here.
Good shit. See you tomorrow, guys.
Bye. See you tomorrow.
All right, hey, just remember, we need new properties. No, we got them. All right, they all over the place.
Yeah, we got you.